In the heart of the Antarctic silence, frozen beneath centuries of ice and time, drifts a legend, silent, chilling, and utterly haunting. A ship, long forgotten, its crew preserved in a moment of death, but with a final message that would echo across history. This is not just a tale of ice and isolation. This is a ghost story written by the sea itself. Tonight, we unravel the mystery of the Jenny. The year was 1823. The whaling ship Jenny set sail from the port of Isle of Wight, England. Her crew, brave, seasoned sailors, ventured into the frigid waters of the Southern Ocean. Their mission, to hunt whales and explore uncharted passages near the South Pole. But Jenny would never return. No distress signals, no wreckage, no survivors. For years, she was a whisper among sailors, a name etched into the shadows of maritime lore, until something terrifying surfaced. In 1840, nearly 2 decades later, a whaling ship from Bremen, Germany, named the Hope, stumbled upon something unimaginable near the Drake Passage, between South America and Antarctica. There, locked in an impenetrable fortress of ice, was the Jenny, still intact. The crew of the Hope boarded the frozen vessel. What they found inside was the stuff of nightmares. The entire crew of the Jenny was dead. But they weren't decomposed. They weren't skeletons. They were frozen in time, perfectly preserved by the Antarctic cold. The captain was still seated at his desk, his pen frozen mid-sentence. His final entry, May 4th, 1823. No food for 71 days. I am the only one left alive. It was signed, Captain Brighton. The scene was more than chilling. It was impossible. The bodies were seated in place, as if caught in a final routine. The helmsman stood at the wheel. The cook was found in the galley. Even the captain's dog, a loyal companion, lay at his feet, frozen stiff. There were no signs of violence, no signs of panic, just a crew, silently entombed in their wooden sarcophagus, preserved by the cruel mercy of nature. The Hope took the ship's logbook and left the Jenny where she stood, encased in ice, forgotten again. The story of the Jenny would first appear in 1841, published in the Glacier Journal, and later in various newspapers throughout the 19th century. But the details always remained foggy. There was no official maritime record of the Jenny's discovery. No logs from the Hope could be found. Skeptics argue it was a sailor's tale, a legend born from boredom and rum. But the story endured, retold by whalers, explorers, and even Antarctic researchers. Why? Because it felt real. Because the sea has kept darker secrets before. Could a ship truly drift frozen in the Antarctic for 17 years? Science says yes. The freezing temperatures of the Southern Ocean can preserve bodies for centuries. Wooden ships, though fragile, can remain buoyant for decades if encased in ice. The Jenny could have been carried by slow-moving currents, trapped beneath glaciers and then released. And that final log entry, no food for 71 days, hints at slow starvation, isolation, madness. Imagine a lone man, watching his crew die one by one, clinging to his logbook as the world outside turned to ice. It's not just plausible, it's horrifying. To this day, no wreckage of the Jenny has ever been found. Some say she still floats, a wandering mausoleum beneath the ice sheets of Antarctica. Others believe she finally sank, taking her dead to the ocean's depths. But stories persist. In 2006, a Chilean research vessel reported seeing a derelict schooner embedded in ice off the Antarctic peninsula. When they returned to the site, it was gone. Ghost story? Mirage? Or the Jenny refusing to be found? Chapter 7. The Legacy of Silence. The tale of the Jenny isn't just about a lost ship. It's about the limits of human endurance, the cruelty of isolation, the power of the sea to preserve secrets and corpses. It's about the thin line between history and legend. And it reminds us, not all ghost stories come from the supernatural. Some are simply frozen in place, waiting for someone to remember. Beneath the polar silence, beyond the reach of sunlight, a ship once drifted with the dead, a crew lost not to storm or fire, but to time. The Jenny may never surface again, but her story, like the ice that held her, endures. The scroll is closed for now, but the sea never forgets.